Evening, everybody, and welcome to the April 22nd, 2026 Town of Kill Devil Hills Board of Commissioners meeting. I called this meeting to order. Unfortunately, Commissioner McAvoy will not be able to attend this evening, but I invite everyone to please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, I invite everyone to please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you all. All right, our next item of business this evening is our agenda approval. Board, we have an agenda before us.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, we have an agenda. Next is our first opportunity for public comment this evening. Now is the time we set aside for public comment. This is an opportunity for anyone in the audience to address the board on any topic of their choosing that pertains to the town. We do that, ask when you're called upon, approach the podium, speak into the microphone, and identify yourself by name and address. There will be no debates. Please keep your comments to 3 minutes if you're speaking on behalf as an individual, or 5 minutes if you're speaking on behalf of a group. If you do have any written remarks, please give them to the town clerk. When you are finished, they may be included in the minutes for record. And following public comment, the board may choose to respond to comments. That is our option. And I will remind everyone tonight's meeting is a little special. After later on in the second half of the meeting, instead of our normal second public comment period, we'll have our open public forum, which is a more informal and open opportunity to have a discussion about any topic anyone wishes to with the board. So that said, we'll open up to public comment. If anybody signed up. Yes. All right.
Some of the stand up, I didn't see any signs.
All right. Whoever, please approach the podium and state your name.
Hi, my name is Melissa Harrison, and I'm at 101 Town Hall Drive, Kill Devil Hills. I'm here representing the Outer Banks Chamber of Commerce. I'm the chairman of the board, and I appreciate this opportunity to speak this evening on the lease of the chamber. Go ahead now for everything. Okay. All right. So I'm here to represent the Outer Banks Chamber. It is a nonprofit that serves Dare County. We have 750 members and over 3,000 employees that we serve. We are here to address the land lease renewal of 1,000% increase for the land only, and we did truly feel blindsided by this. The chamber owns the facility, the building, and maintains the property. We don't understand the rationale behind this increase when the town does not maintain the property. Ms. Baum had intended for her 322-acre tract to serve the community, and we, the chamber, serve the community through advocacy efforts, plastic bags. We spoke on Buxton Beach Nourishment, the shrimp ban, affordable housing, outdoor lighting with the restaurants, sales tax redistribution, property insurance, the ferry service, and the Mid-Currituck Bridge. We don't stop there. Workforce development opportunities. We also have access to workshops. We are involvement with the Seafood Festival to ensure that this event is successful each year, bringing thousands of people to our community. The chamber has brought up the housing issues back years ago to the front burner and have worked with town and counties to review these ordinances. And we're here, we serve, we do a lot of things. That's only a little bit of what we do. But then I know I also have somebody else here to speak, John Bone, in addition on the history of this lease. Thank you for your time and letting me speak.
Thank you. Thank you.
My name is John Bone. I live at 3053 Creek Road in Kitty Hawk. And I was just told I was speaking about the history of the chamber's participation on the town's property. It goes back to 1983 when Mrs. Diane Baum St. Clair titled land 322 acres to the town of Kidall Hills for public use. At the time, the chamber had a little building at the north end of the beach in Kitty Hawk, where the Home Depot is right now. It's in that area. And we were looking place to find land to build a building and become a permanent home for the chamber. And at the time, the town had this large tract of land and they wanted to put public service buildings on the property. And they came to us, we came together and decided that we would like to be here and they would like for us to be here. And that has worked, I think, now for good almost 40 years, if I'm correct about that. I may be off a year or two, but I think it's 40 years. And now the lease has another, the original lease has another 10 years that it can be negotiated. And so we're in hopes that we can negotiate that lease, not at $1,200 a month. That's going to be a difficult bar for the chamber to reach. But the chamber's been happy to be here for these 40 years. I know in my 30 years of working for the chamber, we were here about 20 years, 1986 until now. Well, when I retired in 2012. And it's been a good relationship. And you just heard some of the things that the chamber has done in the last few years, but some of the things that we did in the prior years, many of you have, many of you, were you here 1990s, early 90s? A few of you? Well, if you were here then, do you remember what the internet was? It wasn't. It wasn't. And we tried to get all those companies that were providing internet access to the Outer Banks. And they would look at the population of Kill Devil Hills, where we were located, and say, you don't have enough population. So we put on a program that year, or in that time period, and we did a teleconference. Never been done before. Literally. From here to Raleigh, and we had a group of dignitaries from government, state government, and we had dignitaries here, town councilmen, men. And soon after that, a company was associated with the Capital Broadcasting System came to me and said, if you will guarantee us 50 members, we'll come to the Outer Banks. I didn't hesitate. I guaranteed 50 members. I knew that we would have 50 members right away. We'd like that. We wouldn't have to sit there and watch the dial-up. And they came and used the chamber building, put all their equipment in there. And when they left, when they went out of business after the telephone company came in and put in DSL, is that right? Is that right? Anyway, they came in, took all the equipment out, and our room that they had left looked like somebody had been in there with a machine gun. But anyway, that was just one of the things. And it probably doesn't matter much anymore today. But that's one of many things that the chamber was responsible for over the number of years that it's been operating here on the Outer Banks. I hope that we can continue. The chamber can, I'm not involved with the chamber anymore. I retired in 2012, and I'm happy to not be involved in any public activities. And the only reason I'm here tonight is because my wife said I had to be. But I'm glad to be here on behalf of the chamber and hope that we can come back to that feeling of goodwill and partnership that we've had for so many years. Thank you very much. And thank you all for giving me the time to speak with you.
Thank you, John.
I'm Myra Ladbone, John's wife, and I've been involved in the chamber a long time. I'm the former owner of Atlantic Realty from 1983 to 2018, and we were a member since 1983, and the current owners are still a member of the chamber. So good evening. I'm 3053 Creek Road in Kitty Hawk. I appreciate the opportunity to speak tonight on behalf of our chamber, and more importantly, on behalf of the business community that depends on it. The Chamber of Commerce is not just an organization. It is a vital part of what makes our community thrive. It supports our local businesses, fosters connections, promotes economic growth, and helps create the sense of community that makes people want to live, work, and invest here. It is truly the cornerstone of our business community. This is why this moment matters. The chamber has been a good steward of the space it was given, and it has used that opportunity to give back to this community many times over. Decisions that affect its stability also affect the many businesses and individuals who rely on it every day. I would encourage thoughtful consideration of the role of the chamber plays and the value it brings, not just today, but for the future of our region. Increasing the rent for the land the chamber building occupies would be detrimental to the organization which operates as a nonprofit entity. Thank you for your time and for your commitment to supporting the businesses that make this town strong.
All right, thank you. Would anybody else like to speak at this public comment period?
Hi, I'm Chris Merrick. I'm a resident at 1206 West Kitty Hawk Road in Kitty Hawk, but I'm a business owner in Killable Hills with Ocean Atlantic Rentals at 2001 South Groton Highway. I'm here as a reminder tonight of Trash Attack, which I co-chair, and that is this Saturday at Aviation Park. And I just want to remind everybody about that great community event. I'm also a chamber member, and I agree with the statements made earlier. Thank you.
Floor is open if anybody else would like to speak. All right, hearing no one else at this time, we'll close the first segment of public comment. Response to public comment. Since the bulk of the comments are in regards to new business item 1A, I will reserve my comments when we get to that, the agenda. And if anybody else would like to speak now, they're welcome to do so.
I just want to clarify one thing, and we'll speak again later, but I do want to clarify. So, Melissa, you had stated, which thank you all very much for being here and speaking. I really appreciate it. I spoke with Nick. I'm in support of meeting in the middle for sure. But I do want to clarify for the public that you stated a 1,000% increase. We have new numbers here. So I just want to make sure that the public doesn't know that is not currently what we're looking at. That was previous, and what we're currently looking at is much different than that. So I just want to clarify that because that's an important, I think it's important for people to know.
I'll chime in too. John, you mentioned $1,200 a month. That number is not part of this equation either.
And it's not even on the,
Not even
so
in there. So, all right. Any more response to public comments? All right. Hearing that, we'll move on to introductions and presentations. Item number 1, Beacon of the Community Awards to honor longtime service of Planning Board Chair Howard Buchanan and Board of Adjustment Chair Mike Lowak. The Board of Commissioners values the volunteers throughout our community who give their time and talents to serve our municipal boards and committees. It is these volunteers who become the backbone of our committee system, carrying out the various tasks and assignments to accomplish the mission of government. They exemplify the neighbor helping neighbor relationship that is so respected in our Outer Banks community. At this meeting, the Board of Commissioners honors two individuals who committed themselves in service to the town and its citizens. Howard Buchanan was appointed to the Planning Board in July 2010 and continued over the next 15 years, rising to leadership roles of vice chairperson and chairperson, the latter role he held for 6 years until his resignation in December 2025. Mike Lowak began his service on the Board of Adjustment as an alternate member for transitioning to a regular member position. He then was elected vice chairperson and shortly after, chairperson, a position which he held for over 5 years. Mr. Lowak also served on the town's planning board for almost 7 years. The town of Kidoba Hills expresses its appreciation to Mr. Buchanan and Mr. Lowak for their diligence, hard work, and commitment to our community by setting an incredible example of citizen participation in local government. Each will be presented with a Beacon of the Community Award for their achievements. And Howard and Mike, if you don't mind stepping forward, we'd like to present you guys with this. If you guys are meeting, we'd love to get your picture with the board. Sure. Thanks, guys. Congratulations. Thank you. Everybody like to step forward? You guys made the dean, so congratulations. Thank you. Very nice.
Such a long time. You just. I've got some clue.
All right. Moving on, Town Manager, any ongoing business this evening?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to new business. Item number 1, leases of town property. Item A, Chamber of Commerce, 101 Town Hall Drive. Thank you, everyone, for coming out this evening, speaking at public comment, sharing your concerns and your feelings on this. I'd like to start off by saying, this board in the town, we have a 40-year relationship with the chamber, and we're proud of that. We appreciate all the hard work the chamber's done over the years, representing our business community, and our commitment and support are unwavering. John, you used the phrase, feeling of goodwill and partnership. That is alive and true, and will not go anywhere anytime soon. Again, talking about the numbers, the chamber, this lease was originally began in 1986, and for the last 40 years, it's been $100 a month, which is rather favorable terms that we've been happy to offer the chamber. And but with time, we also have to be responsible stewards of the town's assets. And when this discussion first came up, and we looked at what the next steps would be, we let you all know. And I've spoken with a couple of your board members a couple times about it. And we listened to your concerns, and we took your feedback to heart. And we went back to this agreement, and we made changes and amendments to it to make it as amenable as we possibly could to the chamber, while also making it fair for our town. The original agreement that we've had in place for 40 years was $100 a month, and that will be a phased increase of $250 a year over the next 4 years. I believe that is a fair assessment for the value of that land, and we don't want to. We decided to go with the phase route to be as fair and accommodating to you all as well, not make it any more of a hardship than it has to be. But I'd want to reiterate, my first comment, and I feel the board and the town feel the same way, that while this is a tenant landowner negotiation and business agreement and update, feelings of support, of community caring and supporting one another are steadfast and true. We care about the chamber, and we thank you for all that you've done. And if anybody else like to speak, by all means.
Given the concerns expressed, I'm curious if we need to go back to the drawing board slightly, and be more amenable. I mean, I have to say, I don't know, that $250 a month in 4 years is making or breaking us. And I understand, I do agree that $100 a month, like we need a change from $100 a month, and I agree with that. But, in talking with staff and talking with chamber, is there potential for us to table this, or are we?
The lease
yea or nay?
expires.
Right. That's my thoughts on it.
Anybody else like to make a comment? I don't know if we can. Doesn't sound like tabling is an option.
Doesn't the lease expire in April?
You already
It
have.
has expired.
Yeah.
So legally, what would occur is it'd go to a month-to-month lease. I mean, paying the same rental as of now. If you guys were to table, that's ultimately what would happen with the lease that's there now. So just throwing that out there for y'all's consideration to the extent it matters.
So we do.
So it
have a
doesn't
legal
end.
route.
It
There is a legal
ends, but
route
they're
of-
still within. They're still in the property. They would still be paying the $100. I mean, this is a situation, it's a landlord-tenant situation. I mean, nobody's going to be moving to evict. So, I mean, that's,
Right.
or nobody's going to be moving to terminate the lease. Let me say it
Right.
that way. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, there's room there if you guys, that's your wish to take.
I guess my concern is we don't want to do anything to the detriment of an organization that helps our local businesses. And so if we can be more amenable in some ways, I tend to think, but while I do agree with you, like we need to come to, that's my thoughts.
Since we're in a month to month at this moment now.
Well,
Yeah.
in debate.
Well, we would move to
I think
that.
is correct.
Yeah, we would move to it. So it has
Okay.
not expired, but it is expiring next week.
Right.
Correct.
I mean, we would be in a month to month. We'd still be in a legal situation. So
Right.
we'd be fine tabling it as discussions continue. I would be fine with that.
Commissioner Ivins?
I do think amenable, yes, but I do think we need to come to a compromise if we could do it within a month.
Yes, it would have to be.
Yeah,
Well, if I may, with the new numbers, you're at 250.
right.
Do you want to cut the 250 in half? Or
I would prefer, if we're going to table it, let's continue the discussions, come back with a whole new fresh agreement in 30 days and do as Casey mentioned, that month by month in the meantime.
And nothing needs to be documented for that.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
It just exists as a matter of
spitballing,
law.
meeting.
Right,
It's a month-to-month
right. No, I
situation.
agree. I think let's be thoughtful
yeah.
about it, and I
Yeah.
agree. Okay, I'll make a motion to table.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Ayes have it. Table. All right. Moving on to new business item number 1B. See you guys. Item number, least we'll let the room
Yes.
settle.
Right, the whole room clear.
Yeah. So moving on, new business, 1B, Old Town Hall / Fire Station, 1634 North Croatan Highway. Debbie, I'll turn it over to you.
Yes, so this item will be, this, as we discussed, is the Mustang Music Group Outreach Program, the 5013C C3 nonprofit. They have expressed an interest to provide community-based music outreach, education, and relatable charity activities that benefit residents and visitors. At this time, this request will be considered at the Board's of Commissioners meeting on Monday, May the 11th. And no action is necessary at this time.
All right, very good. All right, next we have new business item 2, appointments and nominations. 2A is to vacancy that Mr. Seidman created on our planning board. Congratulations, sir.
Thank
You're-
you. And then
Win-win. When you win and somebody else
every
gets a
meeting
chance.
is an opening.
Yeah. Land of opportunity in Kildover Hills. So 2A is with Commissioner Simon's appointment to the Board of Commissioners. A position is available on the planning board with a term to expire September 2027. We'll talk about a short term. I guess we couldn't make this, we can't.
You need to keep it in line with.
Yeah.
Yeah, the staggering's a bit important.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This is definitely just get your toe in the water appointment here.
Well, you could reappoint them then.
True.
Mhm.
Yes. But I know we had a chance to review all the applicants that have been recently applied and been an email, and I'll open the floor up for any potential nominations.
I like to nominate Mr. King.
Mr.
I'll
Kingston?
second that.
So we have a nomination and a second for Bill Kingston.
The clerk
for-
did not hear. What was the nomination?
I'd like to nominate Mr. Kingston.
And I second.
So we have a motion and a second to nominate Bill Kingston to the planning board. Any discussion? I will just say, Mr. Kingston was also one of the applicants for the Board of Commissioners. I got a chance to meet with him and interview him, and Bill made an awfully good impression on me, and I'm happy to see him take a spot on our planning board. So congratulations. Well, I mean, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations, Mr. Kingston. Very good. All right. New business item 2B, Board of Adjustments regular member. Another one of Mr. Seidman's empty seats. We have, and this is a unique seat where we have alternates that could be appointed or applicants that can be appointed. And again, I'll open it up for any potential nominations.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate James Andrew Carlton from his alternate position to full member.
All right. We have a motion. We have a second.
Second?
We have a motion second. Any further discussion? All right. Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Carlton, I think every meeting we have, he's moving up in the world. So he's jumping right in. That said, Debbie, can we potentially, since Mr. Carlton was just appointed from alternate to full member, should we consider filling that alternate position tonight?
I would hold up on that since that wasn't part of your agenda.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very well. And our third appointment this evening, Historic Landmark Commission, with Sandy Markland's resignation. A position is available on the Historic Landmarks Commission with a term to expire in September 2028. And like everything Sandy does, she did a wonderful job with this with a lot of hard work and effort and enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
she's a real asset to our town. Happy to open this up for any potential nominations. If anybody has one? Hearing none, I will make a nomination for Miss Courtney Beach. I read her application over the weekend. We were preparing, and I thought she was uniquely qualified. I also liked that this was the only board she asked to be on. Like this was her
Yeah.
true, genuine interest. A lot of times
Yeah.
they'll fill all the
All the boxes.
they'll fill all the boxes. They shoot for whatever they can get, but she really seemed this to be really in her interest and professional background. So I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
I have a couple seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Congratulations, Courtney. All right, moving on, committee reports.
Guess I have some stuff now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I've only been to the one meeting a couple weeks ago. Still getting my sea legs there, but we are working on the annual budget, and I have been appointed to the Finance and Budget Committee and the Personnel Board. So I have meetings with those on the 11th and 12th of May as well. So we'll have some more for next time. But for now, I know today at 4, they had the ribbon cutting for the boardwalk at the Nags Head event site.
Oh, yeah.
So
sorry.
that was a big one. Yeah. I unfortunately was not able to attend. I was still in Kerala, but that is definitely very exciting. I think that's it for me for now, but a couple more meetings, we'll have some more.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Commissioner Heikens. Any more?
I was able to meet with the Government Education Access. Great people over there doing great work. Rachel and everybody here on staff is doing wonderful stuff. They're on top of it. Rachel's on top of it. So I was
She
really,
is.
really
Awesome.
impressed.
Anybody else?
A CAC meeting tomorrow, and the CRAC meeting was canceled for last week. So,
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
so yeah, the advisory council still met, but the council still met, but the advisory council did not.
I'm going
So.
to tattle on myself. I unfortunately was not able to attend my Dare Housing Foundation meeting. Donna Creef is here.
Very good.
And I called Donna and she gave me the minute-to-minute best recap I ever could have asked for. So while I wasn't there virtually or in person, I definitely was there in spirit and very well informed and excited to see all the properties and where the Housing Foundation is going. And town's very happy with all the good work we're doing and excited to see what's around the corner. Okay, Commissioner's agenda.
I'm just going to say I'm very much looking forward to Story Walk and for Trash Attack this weekend. So
Yes.
that's all I got.
So the Story Walk ribbon cutting will be just before Trash Attack begins. We're going to have a ribbon cutting and dedication for the Story Walk feature at Aviation Park. I've handpicked the book, and it is very awesome. So please check it out. We would love to have kids help with the ribbon cutting. So anyone's kids, please bring your kiddos.
We'll be there.
We'll give them safety scissors, we promise. The partnership is between the town and the KDH Library. Began as a concept from myself, based on Ocracoke's Story Walk. And so children of all ages will be able to go to the Frog Pond and read a children's book. I met with Charlene, will be changing, and Rachel, who is both, yes, wonderful. And we will be changing that book every 3 to 4 months, sort of based on season, things going on around town. And we're also very excited that all of the books will be featured in English and Spanish. So please go check that out. Join us on Saturday and then clean up some trash after. It'd be the best Earth Day weekend ever.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Anything else on Commissioner's agenda? Sounds like we all have a very busy Saturday ahead of
Yeah.
ourselves. Moving on to Mayor's agenda, and speaking of Saturday, as we've alluded to a few times today, Trash Attack. Don't forget about our upcoming trash attack community cleanup event this Saturday, April 25th, from 9 a.m. to noon. The event begins at Aviation Park with a great opportunity to show your support in keeping Kill Double Hills litter free. For more info and to register, please visit the town's website at kdhnc.com. I want to go ahead and recognize Commissioner Hykins, because Commissioner Hykins and I have gotten and cleaned up some big messes
Oh, yeah.
the last 2 years. I
Yeah.
feel pressure almost to find
Yeah, I'm not sure which
that
one was
next,
bigger. Yeah.
that next treasure trove to clean up. So
I trust your leadership in this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
what I'm alluding to is we found 2 abandoned homeless sites since the last 2 years of trash attack, and we're able to address that. And so we had very productive days.
Yep.
And I don't know if I want that tradition to continue or not.
Right,
But,
yeah.
all right. Also for mayor's agenda, for resolutions and proclamations, I have a proclamation designating May 15th, 2026 as Peace Officers Memorial Day, and May 10th through 16th, 2026 as Police Week. And a second proclamation declaring May 3rd through 9th, 2026 as Hurricane Preparedness Week. And I will make a motion to approve those proclamations.
Second.
All right. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 All right. All right. Thanks, everybody. Town manager's agenda.
No, sir, thank you.
Town attorney.
I have nothing. Thank you, guys.
And I will move on to the consent agenda.
Yes, sir, the consent agenda has 2 items, the minutes from March 25, 2026, and the February 2026 monthly report. Staff recommends the consent agenda approved as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I will second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
And now we will move on to our public forum.
All right.
Our Board of Commissioners is committed to our citizens and getting feedback. We set aside 2 public forums each year, which is slightly different from our public comment periods at our regular meetings. This public forum gives the board an opportunity to speak casually with the public on town issues raised from the floor. Exchanges will not be timed. However, to allow everyone to be heard, I reserve the right to wrap up a topic and move on to the next item. Anyone wishing to speak should stand, give their name and address for the record of the meeting. No discussions will be made during the forum. However, the board may assign issues to other town boards or committees or to staff for additional review or action. That said, if anyone would like to take advantage of our public forum, now is the time.
All right.
Nothing. Like Mike, any old planning board stories you can tell
Yeah,
now?
give us a story.
Tell us
Yeah.
about the good old days. But
I'll mute those.
yeah. Well, seeing and hearing nothing.
Can I just do,
Sure.
I maybe should have done this under commissioner's agenda, but it kind of goes under public forum as well. But just huge shout out to Steve Albright and the streets. I mean, I don't know if anyone's been down Martin Street, Swan Street. It's been very enlightening for me to be living on part of a project that we approve in many different areas. And I just want to say that the staff just does a remarkable job giving notices and more sidewalks in Kill Hills, please, like
Mhm.
in the future, because I was honestly so worried about it, to be honest, going right in front of our house. And it's beautiful. Like it's beautiful. And to see kids on scooters and, you know, that are going to be safely off of the road in a few short weeks is like, it's just incredible. So thank you. And to all of us, more sidewalks, please.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I will.
Oh, here we
I was
go.
going to say, I'll follow up with the more of that because we're out to bid right now for East and West First Street,
Yeah.
which includes a sidewalk from behind Publix down to the canal West First intersection that will tie into the multi-use path. And then the out year, the plan is for West Fifth Street to again repave that, water main improvements, and take a sidewalk again from the Bay Drive path up to the bypass. So more
Yeah.
to come.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I actually had just looked at, I have a lot of preschool families who are like, wait, I want a sidewalk. And I was like, well, you're getting one. Like, you are.
Everybody
It's
gets a
coming.
sidewalk. We're working on it.
It's coming.
I want one too, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good shout out. And I'd like to just, our engineers and town staff to kind of juggle repaving a street, adding a sidewalk where you have a brand new dentist office across the street from a large housing development, all going on at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Mhm.
juggling in project management going on. And I don't recall getting one complaint from a citizen. And we have some folks, that are trigger happy when it comes to that sort of thing. So kudos to everyone.
Maybe one or two.
Maybe I'm cracking an egg I don't want to crack, but it's still overall, I think the people in that neighborhood really seem to see the return on investment and are really happy. And personally, to Martin Street to have that extra turn lane really makes that space safer and the traffic flows a little bit faster. So great job, Steve, and Pete, and everybody who had their hands in that.
Mhm.
Right. Anybody else want to take advantage of our public forum time? I'll take that as a cue to close this public forum section. And I'll be happy to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 All right, we're adjourned. Thank you.